Why, Jerry, are you taking this God forsaken part of Dublin? Any ideas?
Because Dublin 1 was the poor part where all the ghostly stories are going to be? Or Templar stories?
Yeah, that is absolutely true, but this is where the site was of the biggest monastery in Europe, St Mary's Abbey. Right under here and in there. It's locked off, and most recently, an archaeological dig has found over 500 bodies here. Okay? This was one of the biggest chapter houses in Europe up until the Reformation. What we know about the Reformation is Henry VIII basically got too many wives, fed up with them, and he broke away from the Roman Catholic Church, and he basically caused the Reformation. And in the Reformation, he would have basically destroyed lots of abbeys. What did this abbey hold? That chose Edward de Courcy to come with over 400 men, seal the monastery below here, and set fire to kill them all. What was he? He put. We have documentation.
What year is this?
Well, you're talking about what? You're talking about
1500s.
Yeah, Henry VIII, the Reformation.
So what did they hold at that stage?
What did they hold that they would not surrender, and they chose to keep within their
The
vows?
Ark of the Covenant.
I don't know. I wasn't there, but we know there was something here that they would not surrender, and they paid for it with their lives. You can see how it looked. Unfortunately, thanks to the open that you won't let us in, because there is lots of lovely buildings in here. But this is the start of the chapter house here. I was at the gorgeous. But we do know that it existed. We do know that it was a big place. We do know that it kept most of the Irish chapters and relics. Right back to early copies of Christendom, early copies of the Book of Kells, for example, here.
But they were all burnt down in 15.
All burnt.
By who? Which Courcy?
Edward de Courcy.
Al?
Edward de Courcy.
Edward
de Courcy. Just went asunder.
Okay. So now I have another question for you. Now this is going back to your thing, the script you put on the meetup. 1115.
Yes.
This chapter house.
This
exists now in 1115, and it's the only one that does, because all the rest are after 1175.
Yeah.
So was it 1115 here that everything's taking place on, or is it 1175 when Saladin came in and took Jerusalem?
Okay.
I got to kick him out of England.
Well, I'll talk you out because there's been seven crusades. There was 4 Saladins, so it depends on which Saladin you're talking about, okay? But I will talk you afterwards because I don't want to be playing these both here. But if I put it this way, let's get back in terms of what we're about. What we know is at the siege of the last crusade, the 7th Southern Crusade, Acre was under siege.
What was it?
Acre, in Jerusalem. It was under siege. It was the last sort of Templar fortress.
ACCRA.
Under
1180s or when?
Sorry?
1180s or when?
It could be later than that. Okay. But it was under siege. We're talking the last remnants of the Crusades. It was under siege after Baldwin III died. He was sort of the Christian king who had leprosy. He was called the Leper King, and he held on an easy peace with Saladin III. Okay. Once he died, the Templars ran amok and started to sort of rebel, and they held out in Acre. They moved a lot of the documentation, relics, whatever you want to call them, from Jerusalem, what was left of Solomon's temple, to Acre, and 3 ships left Acre. One of them was sunk. 2 of them may or may not have arrived at Carling. How do we know that? Because myself and Adele and were in that church there, and we saw a picture, a fresco of two ships arriving with Templars. And we also know that in the Kilgore Church outside Carlingford is a Templar graveyard. And we know that in Carlingford that there is a Templar style church. There is a white sandstone church which is unique and strange in keeping with the Cooley Peninsula. So what we think happened is our friend De Courcy from Drogheda got these documents moved, and they stayed to Dublin and then here. And after this time, this place was gone. Either they were smuggled out, or they perished in the Abbey. We're not too sure, but we have a couple of clues that they may have survived. Has anybody, would people know that this place existed in Dublin? I would ask folks if you would do me a favour, would encourage your TDs to get this place open.